Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. It's me, Danny, and we're back continuing the week of GMK. And by week, I mean yesterday and today. That's right, fold your hands, let us pray, because we are praying for great figures. And I threw them on the table, here we are, and we're continuing with I still don't know the name, because I'm recording this audio immediately after the previous audio from yesterday. So, we're just going to call it City Fight Pack. Okay? And this Ghidorah is the one that came with it. As you know, I have the buildings. I'm not a liar. I had it when I was a kid. I don't have the bridge. That problem still exists. But I have the figures. And Ghidorah looked great. I spent so much time babbling, I didn't really get to touch on it. But it's a great figure. Actually, a really good figure. A really good miniature Ghidorah. And Baragon as well is a very good figure. Also, it holds dust very good. So if that's your intention, I highly recommend picking this up on eBay for $6,000 if you just wanted to collect dust. Because as you can see, mine is doing a very good job of it. So I'm trying to vigorously get that dust off. And you can see it like going on the table. Like these figures are dusty. Okay. My GMK figures are very, very dusty because most of them are very old. Well, from my childhood. Which feels, I'm 26. I feel like I'm just getting up there. There's Godzilla making a cameo. It's funny because Godzilla, the main character, I think has the weakest figure out of the whole pack, including compared to this Mothra larva. You know, don't sleep on the larva. It's a pretty good figure if you ask me. Just also very dusty. So we're going to get that off. And it took me a while. I was so into undusting these guys. Undusting. I should have just said dusting. Okay, but dusting makes it sound like you're putting dust. I know that if you dust, look how good it looks there. It's clean. But I know how good, I mean, what am I saying? All I'm trying to say is this. When you're trying to get the dust off something, are you really dusting it or undusting it compared to putting dust onto it? I feel like that is the correct terminology of dusting. There's Mothra. Mothra looks mad because of the way her antennas are. It really makes her look really mad. But still a solid figure. This one also has dust, but you can't really tell because she's very vibrant and bright. So I'm not a big fan of the colors on this Mothra. I believe this is it Rainbow Mothra? Or am I getting confused with one of the Rebirth of Mothra movies? I don't know. My brain's firing in all cylinders right now, and when it does that, I tend to have a bit of an oil leak. So things aren't thinking correctly up there. But getting some of that dust off again. That table just looks dirty. And I'm pretty sure I wiped it off in between shooting the Godzilla figures from yesterday and these guys. So that's just how dusty they are, how dirty they are. You know, that's one thing about collecting stuff, especially displaying it, is shit just gets dusty sitting on a shelf. You know, like you gotta be on top of that or else it just gets bad. And I know sometimes when it really gets dusty, it gets clogged. It looks, yeah. And I have a few of those that I probably have to get some soap and water involved. So, yeah, it's just bad. But moving on, we have Bandai Creations. Now, if you remember from my last video from yesterday, if you didn't watch it, go check it out. I said that Godzilla from Wave 1 from Bandai America, Bandai Creations, looked terrible. It's an awful figure. This is also from Wave 1, I believe, from Bandai Creations. And this figure actually looks really good. This is obviously the GMK Ghidorah. Guardian Ghidorah is something I like to dub it as. That's just me personally, because he/she is a guardian monster. So, you know, we have like Kaiser Ghidorah, Death Ghidorah, Daz Ghidorah, whatever. Mecha King Ghidorah, King Ghidorah, Ghidorah. I call this iteration Guardian Ghidorah. So, and this figure looks great. Not one of my favorite, again, this is not one of my favorite Ghidorah renditions, but this figure, I think it does a really good job of displaying that particular version of Ghidorah. And Bandai Creations did a good job. So there's some scuffs on it, but that's for me being a kid because I had this for so many years. So there's a size comparison with Doo-Doo Godzilla over here, and this is actually really good, like, because Ghidorah in the GMK was not that much taller than Godzilla. In fact, she was kind of smaller. So that's a good sizing right there. This right here, though, this is unique. Some of you may be wondering, like, what is that? That looks like the 8-inch one. It's not. Or the 10-inch figure. It's not. This is a 6-inch scale Ghidorah based off the 10-inch mold. But this is a bootleg, and I'm showing it because this is one of my favorite bootlegs ever. Because it's really cool, and it's in some ways better than the legit products. I got this on eBay. Do not ask for the link because it's been so many years now. Well, not too many years, but it take a while for me to find it. But the detail is great. The paint is great, except for the heads. We're going to do a little bit of a close-up, or you can kind of see it here. You can tell by looking at the pupils. Yeah, someone just took a Sharpie and just boop. That's all they did and called it a day. But everything else is fine. More than fine. Just look at the scales and the ignore the eyes. Look at the other paint. Just really good. And as you can kind of see, this is one of the cool features of this bootleg here. They added a ball joint at the wings. And look at that. Look how cool that is. Okay. Like, this kind of gives the legit Bandai Creations a run for its money. There's some sizing right there. Still good sizing too, because this one's more hunched over. Something about GMK figures being hunched over tends to be a trend. But it just looks so good, and in that pose with the detail in the paint, I love. This is a bootleg, and I love it. I love it. It's on eBay. If I can remember to find the link, maybe I'll try to post it. But I think I just got lucky. It's a great figure. This right here is the official Bandai. I don't know if it's a Movie Monster series. I think it's just a Bandai 10-inch Ghidorah 2001 theater exclusive. Now, when getting this, because I have all the 10-inch figures, spoiler alert, unless they did a Mothra larva, then I don't have that. But I have all the other 10-inch ones. And I chose to go with the theater exclusive Ghidorah for 2 reasons. 1, it was the only one available. Biggest reason. 2, it was cheaper. And I guess there's a 3rd reason, and I've already said this. This rendition of Ghidorah, Guardian Ghidorah, I'm just not a huge fan of. And so I didn't really feel the need to splurge more money on the official version, the regular version of the suit figure. And this theater exclusive, compared to other theater exclusives, is actually really cool because it still is within the same colors that you would see on Ghidorah, the gold. This is just more translucent without like finer details like with the eyes or the horns or the teeth. So I think it looks really cool. It's almost like the Void Ghidorah from the anime Netflix series, kind of, but maybe even better. So this scaling, I think, is terrible. That's just me. I know Ghidorah was like small, but that might be too small in my opinion. It's been a while since I watched GMK, so I might be wrong. Maybe it's good. Anyway, we're moving on to Mothra 8-inch version. Solid figure, good paint, terrible posability, and what I mean by that is the I don't know if this is supposed to have like a flight stand, but her legs are like bunched up at the bottom, so she does not want to like lay flat, and if you try to put her down, she just falls forward. It's just sad. And like there's a little bit of swivel in the wings there, and then her 2 back legs can move to kind of make her there. Like she looks like she's flying there, but still just like the posing on it is not good there. That's how she looks. When I put her on the shelf, I have her like sitting on some other figures to kind of make her look like she's flying. That scaling right there is pretty good though, so I'm happy with that. But wrapping it up here with the favorite. This one, I was very happy to get this guy when I did. I got him on Facebook for an okay price. I'll say that. And this is Baragon, 10-inch version, if you want to call it that. I'll get into that in a second. But actually, no, I'm getting confused with my other Baragon figures because I just did a Baragon video. Sorry, okay? My brain's getting fried. It's 12:50 at night. So, this Baragon is great. I'm hoping there's a 6-inch release of this sometime soon. But it's a really good figure. One of his legs is a little loose, not too bad. Like I said, I got on eBay. His ears move. That's a really cool point of a moving point articulation. And the figure just looks great. It's a good Baragon's kind of like a cute design, and The figure captures it very well. It has good detail paint, all that. And its scale is good because Baragon was always pretty short, especially in GMK. It's been a smaller kaiju, so the scales pretty well. And even it does pretty well in 6-inch lines. It's just a little bit taller than it should be, but it's not too bad. And there's his son. So they all look great. Baragon doesn't get much love, but his figures are fantastic. So that is all the GMK figures I have. Like I said, I don't know if there's a 10-inch Mothra Larva from 2001. There might be. You can let me know if there is. I don't know if I'd go that far to track it down. Lord knows how much it is. But still, great figures. Most of them get a thumbs up. Actually, I think all of them do. There isn't a single bad one besides Mothra that doesn't want to stand properly or sit properly. But still not as bad as Godzilla from Bandai Creations. But other than that, they're all good. So anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about these figures. If you love them, if you hate them. If you want to reach out to me, my Instagram's down in the description below. I hope you all take care. Next week, I have no idea what I'm doing. So we'll figure it out once we get there. Probably either Kiryu Saga, since we're getting into that, right? I think that's next for the Millennium. Or the Battle Roars. Kind of keep putting those off. Okay. And I still need to get my Flying Ghidorah. I hope I don't miss that. That would be pretty sad. But if I do, hopefully the USA Godzilla store will get it. That way I can order it from there. Anyway, that's enough babbling. This video is long enough. I hope you all take care. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time.